Hi everybody and welcome to Heel Heat. My name is George Coles, and on this episode we're talking about Vincent Kennedy McMahon. And unless you've been living under a rock, there's been a lot of controversy surrounding Mr. McMahon over the last few days. Allegations of an affair, allegations of hush money be given to a worker, basically quid pro quo situation. Earlier, the thing that I would never think in a million years could happen, happened. Vincent Kennedy McMahon stepped down as CEO of WWE, temporarily for this investigation. Now we're going to go into my opinion on this, but I'm going to read exactly what the press release says. I'm sorry, I know this has probably been read 1,000 times. WWE and its board of directors jointly released the following statement today. WWE and the board of directors today announced that a special committee of the board is conducting an investigation into the alleged misconduct by its chairman and CEO Vincent McMahon and John Laurinaitis, head of talent relations. And that effective immediately, McMahon has voluntarily stepped back from his responsibilities as CEO and chairman of the board until conclusion of the investigation. McMahon will retain his role and responsibilities related to WWE's creative content during the period and remains committed to cooperating with the review underway. The special committee has appointed Stephanie McMahon to serve as interim CEO and interim chairwoman. The rest is quotes from Stephanie, so we won't go into that. That's the official statement about that, and you could find that it's all over the internet today. Here are my thoughts on this. The fact that Vince is going to be still in control of creative, the fact that as of the time of recording, Vince has already came out on SmackDown, pretty much said nothing at all, said the tagline, now, then, forever, together, and walked away, speaks volumes to me. I think this is all basically placating the public, placating the board, placating the shareholders. I don't think anything has changed at all. I think Vince McMahon is still running it by proxy through Stephanie McMahon. I 100% guarantee all decisions WWE related are going to still be run through Vincent Kennedy McMahon. This is so they could say they did their due diligence. And all of this is pure speculation for entertainment purposes. There is no known knowledge of this. This is commentary on a specific situation. My opinions, and my opinions only, not fact. I do want to say that because I don't have enough money to fight Jerry McDevitt. So, my reasoning on this is it's very carefully worded. Vince will still have control over creative. The fact that Stephanie McMahon taking over kind of also leads me to believe this is just, we're going to say we did an investigation, no improprieties came of it. Allegedly, the payoff came out of Mr. McMahon's personal money already. That's allegedly what we know, or what has been reported. Do I think he did it? Do I think this is a practice that's gone on for a long time? I definitely do. And again, this is all rumor and speculation. None of this is fact. There have been rumors for at least 10 to 15 years that Vince and his wife Linda McMahon not only do not live with each other, but are pretty much separated and just have not officially divorced for whatever reason. There have been rumors going all the way back to the late 80s during a lot of scandals that were happening during that period. We had the Ring Boy scandal, we had the steroid scandal, and most shocking of all is the female referee, Rita Chatterton. And if you're not familiar with that name, I would definitely recommend going into a deep dive. There is some very disturbing allegations there. Allegations that Vince McMahon forced himself on her. Again, this is all speculation and rumor. Nothing is fact. But definitely do a deep dive into that. There's allegedly what happened with the Jimmy Snuka situation where Vince McMahon basically, it's been long rumored that Vince McMahon paid off the investigators to stop investigating Snuka. That's a rumor, again. Growing up where I grew up, which was about an hour or so away from where that happened, that was always a rumor we heard. And that's what wrestling fans said as if it was fact. Do I know it to be fact? I really don't. The other thing I want to bring up is Ashley Masaro. A lot of you guys will remember Ashley Masaro as being a wrestler / valet during the Ruthless Aggression era. Kind of had a punk rock, kind of emo, kind of very much Avril Lavigne look to her. There are rumors that during one of the tours with the troops that Ashley Masaro was assaulted by a troop or assaulted by a military personnel, and Vince McMahon helped cover that up and basically paid her to stay quiet about it. All rumors, all conjecture. I am not stating any of this as fact. But to me, it harkens back to the old story. It harkens back to where there's smoke, there's fire. There have been long rumors that certain wrestlers, certain managers, valets have slept their way to the top, where other more deserving, more talented people did not get roles that they deserve, that they probably should have. Does that all tie in here? Do I think so? Personally, yes. I do think that is all part of this. Now again, do I think anything's going to happen from this? I definitely do not. I think when you come to me in 1 year from now, I would be shocked if it's not right back to business as usual. The investigation's over. They have found no impropriety on Vince McMahon's behalf. John Laurinaitis may take the fall. John may get fired. John may lose his job. John may lose his marriage to Mama Bella. I don't know what her name is, but Nikki and Bree's mom. John may be the guy that takes a bullet on this one. I know the allegations, and honestly, it reminds me a lot of the Stormy Daniels Donald Trump situation, where Stormy broke an NDA, so technically the person that's breaking this NDA can end up in more trouble. There is another thing I do want to talk about. There's a rumor going around that a lot of big name, high up people in WWE, just before this broke, dumped a ton of stock. So that's going to be insider trading if that's true. The timing of Stephanie McMahon taking her sabbatical just a few weeks ago, did she know of this before it broke? If she did, what did she know? When did she know it? I don't know that we're ever going to get the full story on this. Again, I don't think it's going to change anything. I don't think WWE is going to go out of business. Even if, worst case scenario, Vince McMahon is ousted, he does not have control of his company, Stephanie McMahon and Triple H will take it over. Nick Khan will help take it over. So again, I think this is a lot of conjecture, a lot of smoke and mirrors, and I know I'm not saying much and I'm not really giving a great opinion here, but that is my opinion. I don't think anything's ever going to come of this, to be perfectly honest with you. I've seen Vince McMahon weasel his way out of pretty much every scandal he's been in for the last 40 years. Do I think he's a terrible human? Most likely there is some of that in there. Do I think he has flashes of good? There's probably some of that in there too. I don't know. With all that being said, I had to come on and jump on this. It would be impossible with having a channel that's dedicated to reviewing wrestling and wrestling happenings to not cover Vincent Kennedy McMahon stepping down as CEO of WWE. This has the potential to be the biggest story in the history of wrestling. I don't think it will, but it does have the potential for it. With all that being said, smash the like button, share this if you can, subscribe if you haven't, and if you made it all the way to the end, normally I do a call to action here, and I'd say something like Vince or Vince McMahon. I'm not going to do a call to action here. Just let me know you made it to the end. Give me a thumbs up or whatever you want to put in the comments. It doesn't feel appropriate with the subject. With all that being said, my name is George Coles, and this has been another episode of Heel Heat.